Shavua Tov. I'm sorry that I can't be with you in Bet Yitzhak at Susan's home, but I wanted to bring you this message. Tonight, actually, is all about you. You are the success stories of Camp Judaea. Whether you are farming the land in Gush Etzion, raising a family in Ramat HaGolan, or working in high-tech in Tel Aviv, your contribution to this country, your aliyah, is what Camp Judaea is all about. You have taken a dream that was born in the foothills of North Carolina 50 years ago and turned that dream into reality. You have shown us all what a Zionist camp can instill in a child. Passion and love of their Jewish heritage, the Jewish people, and the state of Israel. Our camp was actually conceived in 1960. The Southern Zionist Youth Commission was composed of Hadassah women and ZOA men that supported Young Judea throughout that part of the country. Together we dreamed of creating a Jewish Zionist camp in the South. Among this original search committee, which was composed of Lila Reisman, Roz Soltz, Herman Popkin, George Stern, Henry Burnaby, and Malcolm Mintz, found that there was a closed Camp Carlisle right in Hendersonville, North Carolina, which would suit our needs. The biggest problem confronting us, of course, was how to finance the purchase of the camp and turn it into Camp Judaea. The Hadassah National Convention that year was held on August 2nd, 1960, at the famous Waldorf Astoria Hotel, in the midst of a pouring down hurricane. Dr. Miriam Freund was at that time the national president. Lila and I met with her in the hubbub of the convention and told her the details of Camp Judaea, of Camp Carlisle, which we hope to turn into Camp Judaea. After explaining the urgent need to create a venue for our children that would enrich and implement the Young Judea concepts that are learned all year in our clubs, Dr. Freund agreed to allocate $10,000 to purchase the camp. At this point, Lila and I agreed to ask 10 ZOA men to each loan the project $1,000 so that we would have a total of $20,000 to purchase the camp. The men were from Knoxville, from Chattanooga, New Orleans, Atlanta, and Miami. Herman Popkin, who at that time had been the director of Young Judea and had opened his own Blue Star camp in Hendersonville, agreed to help with the logistics of setting up the camp. He worked on all the details from August through the following June of 1961, when we finally opened the camp. Together with my wonderful 3-month-old daughter, Elisa, I traveled to meet Lila at camp. I will never forget the first Shabbat as we joined the campus for the first Havdalah service, holding hands with the children as we all formed a circle under the stars. Lila and I literally cried, singing together with the children, Shavua Tov, and truly felt like Henrietta Zoll. We had a most successful summer, and word spread throughout the South about our wonderful camp, which had been anticipated for so long. When we sent out our evaluations to the parents of the campers, they were full of praise, with the exception of one woman who was upset, believe it or not, that her son returned home and insisted that she light Shabbat candles. There were good times and bad times. A time when we were warned that the lake was polluted and we needed $10,000 to be able to open for that summer. I called one of our benefactors, Marshall Kent. He and his wife sent their 4 sons, they're from Clearwater, sent their 4 sons to our camp. And when I called Marshall and told him how badly we needed the money, a check was in the mail the next day. We are extremely proud of the 50 years that we have had, and we want to thank you for what you have done in turning this into a reality, and by living here, a living example of Zionism. My name is Roz Soltz, and unfortunately I can't be with you tonight, nor will I be able to go to Hendersonville over Labor Day weekend for the big celebration that will take place. I want to say to you that I'm awfully proud to be co-founder with Lila of Camp Judaea, and it's one of the big, outstanding times in my life, and the fact that all 4 of my children attended Camp Judaea. Kol hakavod to Camp Judaea and to each of you who took the dream and made it reality.